For me, the fight, there's no reason on my side.
Yeah.
This fight cannot be made.
So this is Anthony Yarde speaking about his somewhat much anticipated, or used to be much anticipated, fight with Yarde-Buatsi. I believe that this fight is now about 5 to 6 years old. He should have had this fight way before he fought Lyndon Arthur, way before he fought Beterbiev, way before he fought Kovalev, but none of these things happened, and now they're still talking about the fight now. For me, I'm actually bored. I'm over it. I don't really care per se. But let's just hear what's being said. Simon Jordan of Talk Sport, who is now very interested in boxing, had these things to say to Anthony Yarde when he visited the studio to speak about what's next for him going forward in the future.
I spent the entire summer listening to Ben Shalom wanting this fight for you.
And yeah, Ben Shalom wants
Boxwatch.
it. Yeah.
And being told by Ben Shalom that Boxwatch wants this fight. He don't want Willie Hutchinson. He wants you,
So
because
why did he take that
contractually
fight?
he has to have you as a result of his relationship with Boxer.
So then why did he
is
take
it
that
breaking
fight?
down?
Okay, these are the questions next.
Yeah.
If he wants me, why did he fight, what's the guy's name? Willie Hutchinson. Because
But you know why? Because of the situation with Queensbury.
No,
This was.
no, please. I don't want to put things out there that's not true.
Okay, Anthony, let's go back to the article from BBC Sport that came out the 3rd of June this year, 2024, that said the WBO orders Buatsi versus Hutchinson after Yarde silence. It goes on to say Buatsi was expected to fight fellow Londoner Anthony Yarde this summer for the right to take on the WBO champion Artur Beterbiev. However, 32-year-old Yarde says he's in a contractual dispute with his long-term promoters Queensbury after ordering purse bids on the 29th of May. The WBO gave Yarde 72 hours to confirm in writing if he would fight Buatsi. The WBO says the time elapsed without an answer, so it is now ordered negotiations to start between Buatsi and Hutchinson. So let's hear what Yarde, all these months later now, a day or two ago in November, has to say about this.
This is not the case. I was saying I'm a free agent, which I've shown I was. Hold on.
Understood.
I was a free agent and I still am a free agent. I want to work with Frank in the future.
Yeah.
There's no bad relationship there. I want to work with him. I'm open to working with Eddie, Ben Shalom and all these kind of people. Frank Warren has been like an uncle to me.
Yeah.
There's a love relationship there. Yeah. So there's no bad blood. It's just that I want to have these big fights. So you're saying about Boxwatch wanting to fight me. Why did he not fight me then?
Now, that for me was just a whole load of baloney. That was just a word sandwich all thrown together to throw everyone off of the actual matter. You never answered the question. You never addressed anything there. You've just come back around to answer the same question that you asked before. At the same time, you did not mention the WBO order. You did not mention the fact that you didn't reply to the WBO order. In that same June 3rd article, it does say that in the wake of the WBO's announcement, Yarde made a statement on social media insisting he's a promotional free agent. I will grant you that. At the same time, you did not mention anything about the WBO order asking you if you want to have this fight with Buatsi. And at the same time, they didn't say anything about the fact that you turned down the bid because it was 300,000 being offered and you didn't like it, apparently. That's what is being touted. This is what the WBO is saying. Simon Jordan didn't do the necessary research to bring this to you, but at the same time, he does go on to mention other things. So it's kind of like he's being politically correct. Let's carry on with Simon Jordan and see what he says.
But but without wanting to be hugely indiscreet.
Yes.
Right. I know exactly how the Hutchinson fight was made. And at the centre of it was the challenge that Ben had with your contractual status and and Queensbury asserting their position, threatening to throw legal ramifications around. And the perspective was, let's see if the situation can resolve itself between Tundi, Anthony and Queensbury. And we'll take the Hutchinson as an interim to fulfil an obligation under the Boxer contract to Buatsi, but my understanding of it was
Yes.
the perception was that Buatsi wants to fight you, but there's the other side of it is that you guys have a distinct valuation of what you will and won't fight for.
Now, this is Simon Jordan actually trying to get Anthony Yarde now to address his payment demands and the type of money that he wants when he gets in the ring with Joshua Buatsi. Because obviously, Simon Jordan knows more than he's letting on, but he doesn't want to just say it. He actually wants Anthony Yarde to say it. So let's see what Anthony Yarde's response to this is actually going to be.
Okay, now you've made a point. Now I want to make a point that
Please do.
counteracts it. So why did my last fight happen with Ben Shalom? There we go. This is what I'm saying. There's all these. This was a contractual dispute or whatever. My last fight was under Ben Shalom on Sky
My
Sports.
understanding from that would be because it was setting up the fight, giving you a bit of
Alright,
activity.
cool,
and
but
that's
let's
setting
not-
up a fight
Buatsi
with
just
Buatsi.
fought.
Wait, let's not get away from this pot, this cooking pot.
Yeah.
If the reasons you gave me was about contractual disputes and that Ben Shalom didn't believe about all these kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So why did I have a fight with Ben Shalom? Because I was out of contract.
Yeah.
So I don't want people to start listening to all these excuses and things that are not true. I said it publicly. I'm out of contract.
Yeah, I heard
I'm
you.
a free agent.
Yeah.
I'm open to working with friends. Everyone's saying like, I'm like, oh no, forget this and forget that.
Yeah.
There's been no bad blood.
It was about matching rights, wasn't it? The argument was over matching rights.
You see that look there? You see that look there from Simon Jordan? You see that look on his face? You see that whole body language thing? Now, I'm not no body language expert like that, but I can easily see that he's basically saying, come on, son, you know that I know, and I know that you know that I know, so it's better you spit the beans, boy. I'm giving you the platform to spill the beans, yeah, and talk the things. Because if you don't talk the things, then you're a fake one, bro. And to be fair to you, you're a fake one, bro. I can't even lie. You're not being truthful, bro. I rate Anthony Yarde, you know, that's my guy. Anthony Yarde is my guy, I rate him. But this here is gobbledygook, my brother. At best, it's gobbledygook. The Donny said it. Matching rights. Now, you see, us boxing fans, we don't know about these things. We don't really care about these things. These things ain't got nothing to do with us. We just want to see two men get in the ring and have a fight. We don't care how much man gets paid. We don't care about any of these things. We just want to see man get in the ring and have it out. But matching rights. What are matching rights, guys? Let's have a look at what matching rights are. It's to do with boxing, right? What is matching rights? There's certain criteria. Boxing matching rights vary by organization and type of match. But here are some general guidelines. Age gap. These two guys are in the same age bracket, that's fine. Management. Boxers under the same management or agencies can't fight each other unless it's for a title, championship or eliminator. That doesn't matter because they've got different managers. So that's fine. Purse bids. In some cases, a purse bid can be used to determine who has the right to promote a fight. In a purse bid, any promoter or promotional organization can submit a bid, and the highest bid wins the right to promote the fight. There was only one purse bid, and that was 300,000. There wasn't another one coming from Frank because Frank wasn't there. It was the WBO who set it. Purse bid. So let's even delve deeper. Before the boxing bout, boxers have the right to know the opponent's name. He knows his name. The opponent's record, easy find that out. The weight class, they're both light heavyweights, that's fine. The number of rounds, that's neither here nor there. The amount of their purse, including any travel or training expenses. Simon Jordan says the dispute was about matching rights. He's trying to be cool. Rude boy, spill the beans, my guy. Tart the things. Because I'm giving you the platform. But you know what? I'm not going to play the rest of the interview. It's on YouTube. You can find it. It's BBC Sports Channel. It's there. You're going to see it all yourself. He says nothing more about money. He doesn't say anything about that. He says stuff about, oh, I was offered fights here. I will work with Frank. I will work with this person. I will work with that person. No one's talking about who you will or won't work with. Why are you not having this fight? My man's saying it's matching rights. That's the problem. He also said, you have a certain amount of money that you think you should be paid when you step in the ring. That's what he said. You did not address it. Nothing like this was addressed. Basically, my guy, you don't want to go in there and fight Yarde-Buatsi unless you're getting paid buku dollars, bro. You want the Sheikh to put it on and the Sheikh give you 10 million. That's what you want, to fight Yarde-Buatsi. This is a domestic dust-up. None of you ain't done anything in this sport. None of you have done any... I don't even know if you had the British title. I don't even know that. I don't even care to know that if you have a British title or not. I don't know if you had the area title. Buatsi went to the Olympics, and even though he got himself a bronze medal, both of you don't have no name. You don't have no acclaim. Build yourself off of each other. Anthony Joshua done it with Dylan White. George Groves done it with James DeGale. Do you understand? There's lots of domestic dust-ups that happen in the UK, and both fighters go on to have good careers. This ain't the be-all and end-all. It's like you want to cash out on the Yarde-Buatsi fight, my guy. Like, I don't even want to talk about the fact that you hardly have fought any real light heavyweights in your 29 fight career. You've hardly fought any real light heavyweights getting up to these title fights. It's just a good thing that Frank Warren had the relationship with the WBO to get you up the ranks. And then you come in after the fact that you've gone and had 2 title fights. You want to go and say, oh, I'm having this contractual disputes with Frank Warren. My guy, you should have signed with Frank Warren longer term and you would have probably fought in Riyadh by now. All of this contractual dispute happened right after you fought Beterbiev. And as soon as that happened and you started having contractual disputes, that is when the Sheikh brought Frank Warren in. And now you've missed out on all them P's, bruv. But to be fair to you, I'm thinking you would have probably been put into a fight where you would have been found out. And you might have got paid well, but you would have lost. And then you might have had a comeback fight and you would have been put in there with someone else and had another loss, in my opinion, because the Sheikh ain't having no easy fights. The Sheikh ain't having you fight guys from lower divisions or anything. He's going to make you fight Yarde-Buatsi and Callum Smith and all these type of guys. And bruv, you would have got found out. At this point, I'm not even sure if you're going to beat a Willie Hutchinson, my guy. I'm not even sure of that. And I rate Anthony Yarde. I can't even lie. I rate Anthony Yarde. But he is doing himself a disservice by going on like he's some sort of name that needs its own promotional company, AY Promotions, and I want to partner with this person, and I want to partner with that. I will work with Frank. I will work with Eddie. I will work with Ben. But guess what? You have to partner with your AY Promotions. And this, for me, is you being misled and misguided by your manager / trainer, Tunde Ajayi, making you guys think that you're more than you actually are. I know that you guys went to Floyd's gym before you lot turned pro, however many years ago, and got the influence from Floyd. But this is later on Floyd. This is Money Mayweather Floyd that you lot are talking to and hanging around and being influenced by. So now you think that you can be your own promotional because you're a likable guy. You've got that image that can sell. You've got your sponsorships with Adidas and whoever else that you're sponsored by. And maybe this is giving you an inflated sense of self and an inflated sense of where you are in this sport. As a boxer, you haven't done anything to suggest that you should have your own promotional company and be partnering. You're not Devin Haney. You're not Ryan Garcia. And even Ryan Garcia still has to answer to Oscar. And them man, they make a lot more money than you. I think you need to peg it back a bit, my guy. And I think you need to go back to Frank, sign with Frank, and you should be fighting on these cards like what he's having tonight with Lawrence Okoli on there and David Adelier and Darkruss and them man there, Solomon Darkruss, Sam Noakes and all of them guys. You should be on that card tonight, having a fight, mate. This is what you should be doing. You should be saying to Frank, look, Frank, I'm going to sign back with you, but listen, I need to go on every show that you're going to put on in the UK from now on. And let's not worry about the money until we get to the big fight. But these guys ain't thinking like that. They think that every time they step in the ring, they should be getting paid 7-8 figures. It's ridiculous. You have no name. You're not selling out arenas. You know, you're not a pay-per-view star or whatever Floyd implanted in your head. Yeah, you lot need to peg it back. Yeah, you need to get back in the saddle and get in the ring and have some 8-rounders against, as they used to say back in the day, a bum a month. You need to do that because, to be fair to you, you have the Philly shell style and you get hit the most I've ever seen of anyone with this Philly shell style. All you do is get hit in your face by these nobodies. So once you go up against these champions, you're getting knocked out. You've had 3 losses and you've been knocked out twice. The only reason why Lyndon Arthur didn't knock you out because he doesn't have that type of style what really puts pressure on the opponent to knock them out. And he was more wary of you in that fight than you were of him. Beterbiev, Kovalev, you're sleeping. That's how it goes. You know? Kovalev, it took him 11 rounds. Beterbiev, he stopped you in 7. I mean, the last fight you just had, which you said yourself was a terrible performance. That guy, for me, he won the fight. Even though you dropped him in the first round, for me, he won the fight. He was pinging you left, right, and center all through that fight. For me, from what I saw, he hit you more than you hit him. But they couldn't allow you to lose on your first showing back on the Ben Shalom show. So they gave you the victory. That's my opinion. I could be totally wrong. Someone else will tell me that, you know what, no, he actually won that fight, whatever. I don't care. I expect more from Anthony Yarde, but I expect him to be more of a student of the game, seeing that he came into the sport so late in life. He's another one of these guys that started boxing when he was like 18, 19. Had some quick amateur career, won an area title, and then turned pro. And he's done well for himself. We're not going to lie, he's done well for himself out of boxing. But if you're really going to have a boxing career, you need to know that you have to have more suitable fights to give yourself a better name. You've only got a name off of hype. You haven't got a name off of achievements. You've got a name off of hype. And that's it. And sponsorship deals. And being on the billboard of Adidas commercials and such like. Other than that, you haven't done anything in the sport to merit you speaking like, oh, I'm willing to work with this guy and I'm willing to work with that promoter and I'm willing and I'm... Yeah, all of this stuff, bro. Sign back with Frank Warren. Sit yourself down over there and build yourself up to get to a fight where you can fight on one of them shake cards and get real money. And stop trying to jump the line. The boxing isn't a sport where you're going to jump the line. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get in there with someone that's going to really hurt you. And the way Yarde-Buatsi is looking, even though I don't really think Yarde-Buatsi is that great, I believe Yarde-Buatsi will beat you now. If you had that fight 6 years ago when you're supposed to have had it, you would have probably beat him. But now, I think Yarde-Buatsi beats you. He's actually been fighting actual light heavyweights. And he's actually been winning. Even though he's struggled in some of his fights. And he hasn't looked like the destroyer that everybody wants him to be. He has been winning legitimately. And he's been fighting legitimate light heavyweights all the way through. You haven't done the same thing. And all you've been doing is letting yourself get weakened by the champions. The champions have beaten all the fight out of you. There's only so much punches you can take in these upper weight classes, like middleweight and above. There's only so much punches you can take, and you've been knocked out 2 times already. Who's to say Yarde-Buatsi won't be the 3rd time to knock you out, my guy? If you even ever have this fight. Because it's like you're trying to... Like this fight is going to be 10 years in the making soon. 10 years, a whole decade. What ridiculousness is this all about? Well, I don't know what's going to happen with him going forward. He's a promotional free agent now. And to be fair to you, Ben Shalom needs you. Because his days with Sky are numbered. So he needs to get you that fight with Yarde-Buatsi to just do something. To have some sort of excitement over there at Boxer, because Boxer's failing badly right now. So we'll see what happens going forward. And I'll see you in the next video.